Hi Trader, Tina here once again from ShortMeTina.com with my daily recap. Before we get underway, before we kick it off with a recap of the overall markets, it's been sort of quiet in the YouTube comment section. So I said to myself, well, I want to get some dialogue going, and the best way I know how to do that is to ask some open-ended questions, which will come fairly soon. But before we do that, if this is your very first time tuning in to a ShortMeTina video, I want to say welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for listening. I know you can be listening to a gazillion other channels. I know you can be doing a gazillion other things, but in this moment, at this time, I do have your attention. I want to say thank you for that. If you are returning and you tune in every single day and you comment and you engage, I want to say also, obviously, you can be doing a gazillion other things. You can be listening to a gazillion other channels, but you choose to, in this moment, listen to this video, and it means a lot to me. So I hope at the end of this video, you derive some sort of value. That's the first thing. Secondly, again, let's engage. Comment in the comment section. Again, let's get some dialogue going. And I have a lot of things set out for you folks. I want to say definitely beginning of June, I do have something that I need to get out to you. And thereafter, I'm going to 100% try my best to unpack all the things that I've learned trading the markets for over 15 years. I mean, it's going on 20 years. If there has been a mistake to be made in the market, I guarantee you ShortMeTina has made it. I've learned tons from it, other traders' books, and I'm generally going to bestow or give you back that knowledge that I received that has helped me get to consistency in my trading. Again, folks are going crazy in the market, but I managed to be up double digits, and it's because for a lot of reasons. But we're not going to get too much we're not going to get wrapped up in that too much. Let's start off with our mission. I think it's super important because it sets the foundation for what we do here. So what is our mission? To build a powerhouse of successful traders and help you find more winnings. Obviously, we want to have you, we want to, definitely put out stocks that we think have the potential to run. My premise is, if you win, we win, right? If you're doing well in the market, that means that we've done something well if you've learned from us. So that's the first thing. That's our mission. Also, too, I want to help you. How am I to help you? I need to know what your biggest frustration is in reaching your trading goals. I know what some of my frustrations were. I want to know what yours is. So definitely comment in the comment section. Don't be shy. Like, the best way for you to learn is to put yourself out there. Trust me. I did not learn this overnight. No one wakes up knowing how to be a good trader, right? No one. Like, I do not, even the greats have made tons of mistakes that we've, and I'm saying we because I'm 100% tipping myself or putting myself in the ring of the greats. You guys just don't know it yet. But so we all have frustrations in reaching our trading goals, at least when we start out. So again, don't be shy, don't be bashful. Just in the comment section, let me know what your biggest frustration is in reaching your trading goals. And lastly, I know you're tired of seeing this question, but I'm going to ask it again because this is perhaps the first video that I need to release to you folks at the beginning of June. What are the 3 pillars of successful trading, right? Foundationally, right, there's 3 things that you need, in my opinion, in order to be a successful trader. If you're signed up to our newsletter, while I didn't go into detail, I identified in that email what the 3 pillars are. And again, what will follow is a more detailed video so you guys can, or so you can understand those concepts, right? And it's going to be laid out, hopefully, in layman's terms, right? So again, what do you think are the 3 pillars of successful trading? Take a stab at it if you want to know what those 3 pillars are. If you're a part of our emailing list, make sure you go and check your email. We emailed you guys on Sunday. That's the first thing. And if you're not a part of our emailing list and you want to know the answer to this question, and you don't want to wait until June for me to flush it out, then definitely send me an email at tina@shortmetina.com or support@shortmetina.com, And in the subject, definitely ask Tina. Or in this, whatever you want to do, but just put what are the 3 pillars of successful trading? Ensure question mark, ensure that you have that in your subject line, and I will forward you the email that we sent out. Anyway, so let's get underway with the recap of the overall markets. All right, so right now what you're looking at is the SPY, the S&P 500 daily chart. Like I always indicate, a part of my philosophy is to always look at the overall markets first, individual stocks. Second, what's going on in the overall markets should dictate what sorts of positions you have in your portfolio. An example, if the overall markets are, if we're in a bull market or the overall markets is trending up, you should be net long in your portfolio. Conversely, if the overall market's very bearish or it's down, then you should be net short in your portfolio. Hence why I generally start out analyzing the SPY and the IWM first for you as well as for myself, so I can see the direction of the markets and where my, how my portfolio should look, how I should construct it. Again, that's why I do this. So anyway, S&P 500 SPY daily chart dating back to 2018, but we've been focusing basically on trading action, we can say from August of 2018 till present level. I'm not going to go through it 100% totally in this video. If you want more color on my views on the SPY, you can listen to any of my last, I want to say, 4 to 5 videos. It should definitely give you insight. At any rate, we're up on the day, closed at 286.48, and you know that level that I'm paying attention to, 280. It's highlighted here. 280 to 282. That was once, in my opinion, strong resistance. We've managed to penetrate it, and we've managed to hold above that 280 to 282 level, with the exception of May 13, where we dipped slightly below 280. We went as low as 279.93, right there on the cusp. So for me, as long as we can stay above 280 to 282, things should be good. I remain bullish. If we dip below that with confirming volume, like volume that we see here, then my stance perhaps will change. But for now, we've done a decent job since breaking out of that resistance channel of around, or rather that resistance level of 280 to 282. We've managed to remain above there for a few months, dating back to the beginning of March. So far, so good. What else? All right, and then we have the IWM daily chart, up about 1.3% on the day. We closed at 153.84, like I've indicated in previous videos, dating back to mid-February. So we're talking about a little over 3 months. That 148 to 150 level, more or less, has held up fairly well. We can call that support as well. As long as that can hold, that bodes well for the IWM. Obviously, very important for me and the markets. We need to get above 160. We did it twice on May 3rd and May 6th. We were able to penetrate that psychologically important 160 level, a level we have not penetrated for about 7 to 8 months, with the exception of those 2 dates that I highlighted, May 3rd and May 6th. We managed to get above 160 and close 160 before this subsequent pullback. However, we've remained again above that shorter term support of 148 to 150. As long as we can do that, that's great. But for me, the next step, which will definitely tip the odds in the Bulls' favor, right, or place the ball in their court, we need to get above that 160 level and hold. If we can do that with, always look at volume, if we can do that with confirming volume, things would look good for this next leg up in the bull market, in my opinion. What else? All right, and then we have ticker KSS daily chart, off about 12% on the day. Closed at 55.15. Clearly a short candidate, in my opinion. Would I short here at 55.15? Absolutely not. But looking at the chart, looking at price action today, looking at the fact that we are off by 12%, I think you can actually get another 10% or so, or another 10 to 15 points of downside with ticker KSS. 2 levels I'm going to be paying attention to around 58. It would be nice if the stock can actually get a pop going into tomorrow. We would short that. or I'd be paying attention to today's low of 54.15, a break of that, and things can spiral. So ticker KSS, bearish in the shorter term. What else? And then we have ticker TOCA, close at 882, but it's down sharply in after hours. I see an after hours quote of around $6.12. Stock is down over 30%. So definitely trading at all-time lows. If I was to place a trade, it would be on the long side because the stock has already shed about 30%. It does not necessarily mean I would jump into the trade tomorrow on the long side. No, absolutely not. That makes no sense. You want to sort of pay attention and observe what happens in trading tomorrow, right? So after hours low, I believe, is 482. Obviously, I'm going to be paying attention to that. Do we get there? Do we dip below that? Or if we can just hang out around that $6 range. If we hang out around that $6 range and there isn't too much range, right, within the low and the high of the day, that might signal it is your cue to go long. So ticker TOCA down sharply in after hours, again, off about 30%. Paying attention to trading tomorrow and the following day. If there's a trade to be had, in my opinion, it is on the long side, considering that the stock is off already about 30%. But it's not a trade that I would jump in. I would want to monitor. What else? And then we have ticker JWN, another stock that's off sharply in after hours. We're off about 8.2%. Last quote that I see right now is 34.35. So we're a few points off of where we closed at 37.85. And believe it or not, trading at multi-year lows. We have not seen this price action and, going back prior to 2016. So what I'm paying attention to tomorrow, I suspect that there might be more selling. However, I'm going to be paying attention to what the stock does, obviously, in pre-market and during the first hour of trading. If it doesn't dip too much below 34 or 34.35, the price that I'm seeing right now in after hours actually stays and acts as support, more than likely you're going to get a rebound and the stock is going to get back within its trading range. Again, the range it's been trading in for the past 3 years. If, however, we cannot sustain 34, then I think that there's going to be a break, a sell-off, and the stock potentially can trade in the 20s. So what's going to dictate that? In my opinion, what happens tomorrow. So put this on your watch list. A trading opportunity is presenting itself. What else? And then we have ticker URBN daily chart dating back to 2016, close to $27, but another retail stock that is off today and after hours. I see a quote of about 25.32. The stock is off about 6%. And based on the chart, I am bearish in the shorter term on ticker URBN. I think there's more downside for tomorrow. I see this potentially hitting the teens or lower 20s. So be cautious here if you are thinking of going long. What else? And then we have ticker ARRY daily chart dating back to 2018, but obviously we're focusing in on what happened today. Stock is up about 22% on the day. I see that it's up about north of 3% in after hours. The final quote I see here is $26.50. So essentially we are touching all-time highs. Again, a great day for the bulls. So congrats to those that have been long. Definitely a stock you want to put on your radar. Definitely a stock you would like to, or you should, place on your watch list. Obviously, what I'm paying attention to tomorrow is all-time highs or today's highs of 26.82. If we can penetrate that, sustain that move, chances are you'll probably get a little bit more out of ticker ARRY. However, considering it's already up about we can say about 25%, I'd exercise real caution jumping in here. The best bet, in my opinion, to put things in your favor is to wait on that pullback. You might not get it tomorrow, but I'm sure you'll get it at some point. What else? And then we have ticker PSTG, closed at $20.60. Another stock that's off in after hours. It's off about 16.5%. I see a quote of 16.58. So that's essentially around where this red line is. Based on the chart, There might be a bit more selling it tomorrow, but I don't think it's going to be as brutal as we saw today. It may shed another 3 or 4, perhaps 5% max. I see it topping out either in the low 16 or high 15s. I'd be very surprised. Again, based on the chart, based on the percentage decline, I'd be very hard pressed or surprised to see this stock shed another 15% or so. I think that majority of the selling is done. If I was to take a long position, I'm actually going to be paying a little bit be paying more attention to this, because it's actually looking like a good or a decent trade on the long side. So put ticker PSTG on your watch list. Again, we're off a bit, about 16% on the day. Not saying there's not going to be any selling tomorrow. We might shed another 3 or 4%, but for me, the trade is on the long side. What else? All right, and let's follow up on ticker JD daily chart dating back to when the stock IPO'd back in 2014. So we're up about 2.4% on the day, closed at 29.05 again. Remember when I was telling folks ideally it would be good to buy around here? Obviously, I missed my entry. That sucks. That's okay. But the stock has since rebounded since going as low as around, what was the low? Around 26.50, let's say there. Anyway, so again, I still see the stock getting to 35 before it runs into any major or real resistance. So what I'm paying attention to is that 32 level. The minute we can get above 32, the minute we can do that, I think it's going to be smooth sailing to 35. So sitting here at 29, there's still potential of about 6 points of upside. So put ticker JD on your watch list. It has served us well so far. Again, full disclaimer, we went long when the stock was trading at around $19 to $20. So sitting here at $29.05, nice move. I still think the stock has more to give. What else? All right, and so let's wrap it up and round it out with ticker HEAR daily chart, off about 4.5% on the day, closed at 891. Again, I've maintained a very bearish stance on ticker HEAR since the stock was trading in the 20s. It's taking a while, but once again, I think that the selling will top out, or it may slow down once the stock fills this gap here of around $8.19, or come close to filling that gap. So today we went as low as $8.76, rebounded or bounced a little bit to close at $8.91 going into tomorrow. Pay attention to that low of $8.76. If it breaks, I think that's the cue, and I think we're going to fill this gap here of around $8.19. So as I've maintained, I am bearish on ticker HEAR. It does not mean to go short at this point. That would be silly, because if you take a look at the risk-reward ratio or the risk-reward profile, it wouldn't make any sense to go short to get this gap fill of $8.19. So let's cap it there. Tina here once again from ShortMeTina.com. If you enjoyed any portion of this video, I'd like for you to do 3 things for me. 1, comment in the comment section, engage if you're new, say hi, let me know what your biggest struggle, your biggest frustration is in this moment in reaching your trading goals. And also take a stab at that question. What do you think the 3 pillars are to successful trading? Again, by June, I will release that video explaining what I believe the 3 pillars are and what I believe every trader needs to have if they want to be successful in the stock market. That's the first thing. Secondly, I do videos Monday through Friday. If you want more of what you saw today, definitely head on over to our YouTube channel at ShortMeTina and hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications. That way, again, you'll be notified when I upload a video. You will not have to constantly sit there and check your watch like, hey, when's the video coming? You will already instantly be notified. And lastly, I've been trading for over 15 years. If you think you can learn anything from me, then head on over to ShortMeTina.com, sign up, become a member. Thank you for listening, and as always, thank you